Ooh, I like this one because I'm just like you. um, it was actually Yogi Bhajan that taught me for the first time that as physical beings on the physical plane, we deserve anything we physically want and desire, and we can have it. And because I was from such a spiritual background of Buddhism and um, a lot of yogi knowledge, a lot, and also I think there's a heavy influence of religion just because we're I don't know where you're located, but in America we're definitely founded on a puritanical culture, that for years I had the guilt that it was bad to want things to express myself fully, my authentic expression. And then when Yogi Bhajan came around and I was doing a lot of Kundalini, I was like, fuck yeah, I deserve all this. And there was a word for it finally. It was a projection and expression in the physical plane because we are in the physical plane. So it is absolutely not bad to want anything you authentically desire if you're getting down to your core wants. I personally thrive on being able to express myself fully. When I was so broke, I couldn't do it. So I felt a really sense of smallness. And it wasn't to keep up with other people, it was because I knew I had some projection. It's like telling a story, or it's like expressing myself the same way I would if I were making art or if I'm in a movie. It's the same thing to me, the same energetic. It wasn't to so I could finally feel worthy around other people. That wasn't the case, because even when I was broke, I still put things together that were really cool and I still felt really cool around people. So it wasn't that. So if you can get down to your core and see why you want it, it is totally okay to want anything you physically want in the material plane. That's the biggest thing I want to say. The second really cool thing that happens, that when you do reach a level of financial success, and we're not talking like a crazy one, but you reach one where you can go and get the things you want without really having to think about it, guess what happens? You don't want as much anymore. Once you like get over, I don't know, before I had a team and I had any overhead in the company, there was a point where the money was really abundant and it was like, oh, I kind of feel like a rapper. I can do what I want. I can go where I want. And the first time I've been so poor my whole life, I can go like buy the thing I want without thinking about it. And you go through like a little phase of it. And then at the end of the day, you're still a person who's just projecting an authenticity. So it's like you don't, quantity definitely outwins quality outwins quantity. And then you start to hit another level where you're like, yeah, I don't really need much because I have if there's one thing I see for a season or two or three things, whether it's to furnish my space or whatever these things are on the material plane, you'll get that, but you kind of lose track of getting the other things. You don't really care. And you start to want to give to other people. So it's like the only way that we really reach a level of true freedom is when we're really, really, sorry about Barley's barking. It's when we really hit the freedom in our own authentic projection and we receive it, whatever that is. Some people, they don't even desire any of these material things on the material plane. They're trying to do things for bettering the world and themselves, which I think everybody ultimately at the end of the day desires. They just have different levels of how to get there and reach it and use their ability to the best of their ability to help with that. So want what you want, be honest about what you want, even if it could be classified as ego. I have a great YouTube video on that called Ego. I have a very different perspective on ego with manifestation. It's time to get rid of any of the guilt of the things we want. It's time to get rid of the shame. It's time to get rid of the programming that's been programmed into us through exterior sources growing up that do not give us the licensing to manifest what we want. And at some point, I believe that manifesting success and money manifests freedom in your life. That's what it represents to me. To me, I want to be free at all times. I'm an Aquarius. I want to be free to do whatever I want, however I want, whenever I want. That's everything to me. And so want what you want, do what you want, deserve what you want. That's what a lot of this work is about. And trust me, once you receive it, after a little period of a hoorah, you're going to start to want to do it and have it for other people and other things. It'll become a lot less interesting for yourself all the time. It just gets old. So I just want to give you that as an expander. And I really just want to give you the licensing. Whatever your authentic needs are and wants are, get to the core essence of them and fucking manifest them. You deserve it.